Okay, today is December the 11th, 2015. We're watching the Northeast Pacific water vapor loop, and we had a tenth of an inch of rain in Los Angeles in the foothills yesterday from all the weather that was making its way down here on the jet stream. Today we can see that the trough is passing right over Southern California, this area of low pressure, and we're having very strong winds up here in the foothills tonight. And that is because we've got a HAARP transmitter right here over the top of this counterclockwise spinning area of low pressure that is moving right through the area. And we can see that right there. We've got the jet stream that's moving right down. It was moving right over California here earlier today. And let's go ahead and take a look at that jet stream right now. Let's see here. Where are we here? Here we go. We can see that the jet stream has moved a little bit. It's now diving down and skirting part of California and then making a U-turn out at sea and then moving back up across Arizona and New Mexico and out to the northeast. But right here we have a lot of strong wind in LA right now. Let's go back to the big map once again, and you can see that we have a transmitter right here that's applying descending air right on top of this area, which is the trough of that storm that is moving right through. Okay, now that is also disrupting the jet stream flow. As we can see, there's no moisture in this area, and that is being cut off by this transmitter right here. And let's go look at the infrared loop, and we can see that there's not much, very much stormy weather right in this area. It's actually they're drying this area out with high pressure. We can actually see the flow here is all moving out in a clockwise manner. Okay, let's look at this up close in the western U.S. water vapor loop, and we had quite a number of thunderheads. A lot of thunderheads. We thought it was going to rain, uh, and it was quite interesting to see these thunderheads just collapse all over L.A. City and around the county. Looking around from up in the foothills, you could really get a good view. And uh, there was some spotty rain showers around the area, out in Upland and Claremont and Glendora areas, but in the western foothill areas, there was not any rain. All right, so we can see here what's happening. We've got some heat being applied right here that is upsetting the jet stream. And also right here over Southern California, we have a focused area of heat right here. All right, let's look at this in the infrared loop. Okay, let's take a look now at the surface analysis map. We can see we have another storm. This is a rapidly developing hurricane force storm system right here at about 145 degrees west longitude right here. And this is forecast to move in over Canada and maybe drop down here in a few days. So we're going to keep an eye on that. You can see that there's a warm front identified here. Let's go back and take a look at the map and see what's happening there with that. There is heat being applied right here. Obviously, we have a transmitter, a HAARP transmitter, developing a clockwise rotation here with all of this heat right here. And that is keeping this jet stream moving in the direction that it's moving in, right up and around and down the west coast. Okay. All right. Now, let's go back here and take a look here. We've got high pressure still installed right here, dominating the entire eastern Pacific Ocean right here, and that's going to keep this cold front at bay. This will have to ride up and over. Same with this system here. That's going to have to move over these ridges of high pressure right here to get into Canada. And we'll keep an eye on all this and report back when we have any further developments. Okay, here's the sea level pressure map. That high is shown, very, very broad area of high pressure. We've got the low, the developing storm here. All right. Let's look at the and these ridges right here. This is interesting because this is supposed to move over into the west coast, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. Little bits of high pressure on these isobars all through here. So we've got high pressure through here. All right, let's take a look at the 500 millibar. This is the 18,000 foot analysis. And right here where the HAARP transmitter is, we can see some anomalies on the, right here we have these blips of high pressure, and then we have a low down here, and then we have a high, low, high. So there's a lot of information being returned by the computer here that's shown as these little squiggly lines. And that's probably, well, it's because of the HAARP transmitter we were talking about earlier, and that is right there. They've got heat on this core to prevent this from spinning up. Otherwise, this would become a very, very large storm very quickly. We have a lot of unstable here. We've got counterclockwise rotation right here, and we can see that there's a little bit of heat starting to appear right here, right over Oregon. So any place you're going to see counterclockwise rotation, that's a storm developing, and you know they're hitting that right there. Same with right here over Southern California. And that's why we're having wind. We've got low pressure, and then they're putting high pressure right on top of it. So we're getting a lot of wind right now in LA. When you put high pressure on top of low pressure, you get a lot of wind. Or next to low pressure. If they put something right next to it, we'll get the same wind effect. But right now they're doing this right on top of that system to keep it in check. There's a lot of turbulent airflow, a lot of cumulus clouds. We had really nice air today. No chemtrails. Okay, we saw these maps. Let's take a look at the, this is the infrared loop for the southwest. You can see the core of this system moving through the area. And that transmitter is firmly focused on top of it. This is the jet stream right here. And you can see that dry area. This is disrupting that entire flow. And we didn't get any rain in the foothills where we are today, but we did get 1/10 of an inch yesterday evening. Okay, currently we've got 44% relative humidity. We have about 49 degrees for the temperature, and the dew point is about 29 degrees. And it's very windy. Okay, now here is the infrared loop for this Southern California area. We can see the clearing right here because of the high pressure they're installing over the area. There's a bit of a clearing that's evident over the LA area and the Channel Islands right here. And also we can see some disruption right out here over the LA area and Ventura County area. As this moisture tries to move into the area, it just quickly evaporates. If you go back to the other map here, I don't think we can see it. But everything is sort of evaporating as it gets down into this dry air zone. We can see that better right here. And we can see a general outflow right here where that descending air is occurring. We can really see everything squashing out. And we have a general clockwise rotation from that air, that descending air that's pancaking everything out. And we can see that pattern right here. All of this right there. Okay, so that's pretty much it. We will go ahead and do another update tomorrow. We have more rain in the forecast, so we'll do an update tomorrow. All right, that's it.